Ever looked up at the sky and wondered if we're alone in the universe? Or perhaps you've thought about the possibility of life forms from other planets visiting ours? Today, we're taking a journey beyond the clouds, where experienced pilots have reported sightings of unidentified flying objects and potential extraterrestrial encounters. Their credibility and expertise make these accounts all the more compelling, offering a unique perspective on what lies beyond our earthly realm. Buckle up as we delve into the unnerving reports of pilots who've encountered unidentified flying objects and possible alien life. Our journey begins in 1947 with a private pilot named Kenneth Arnold. Here's a man who, like any other day, set off on a routine flight from Chehalis, Washington, to Yakima. But this flight would be anything but ordinary. On that fateful afternoon of June 24th, as he neared Mount Rainier, Arnold's eyes caught a glimmer in the sky. A glint of sunlight reflected off a flying object, unlike any he'd seen before. Not one, but 9 of these peculiar objects were soaring through the sky at an unfathomable pace. Arnold estimated their speed to be over 1,200 miles per hour, a velocity unheard of at the time, especially for the formation they held. The objects, he said, moved like a saucer would if you skipped it across the water, a description that would later coin the term flying saucer. But it wasn't just their breakneck speed that was astounding, it was the way they moved. Arnold described their motion as a weaving, ducking and swerving through the peaks of the mountain range, almost as if bound by some unseen tether. They were defying the laws of physics as we knew them. The sighting lasted but a mere few minutes, yet it would change Arnold's life and the world forever. His account was so detailed, so precise, that it was hard to dismiss as a mere illusion or trick of the light. Arnold was a seasoned pilot, a man who knew the sky, its wonders and its dangers, better than most. His report was not easily dismissed. Arnold's encounter was widely reported in the media. His detailed account of these strange flying objects, their speed, their formation, and their peculiar motion captured the public's imagination. The term flying saucer entered the public lexicon, and a new era of UFO interest was sparked. It was from this moment that the world began to ponder on a grander scale the question, are we really alone in the universe? Arnold's encounter, widely reported in the media, sparked public interest in UFOs. Fast forward to 1976, when an Iranian Air Force jet had a mid-air standoff with a UFO. It was a typical September evening, the stars shining brightly in the clear desert sky, when General Yousefi, the man in charge of the air defense operations, noticed an unusual blip on the radar. An unidentified object was hovering over the capital city of Tehran. Alarmed, he dispatched an F-4 Phantom jet to investigate. As the jet approached the UFO, the pilot reported that his instrumentation went haywire and his radio communications were cut off. In a desperate attempt to regain control, he broke off the intercept and headed back to base. But the night's events were far from over. A second F-4 was dispatched, piloted by Lieutenant Parviz Jafari. As Jafari neared the UFO, he described it as a radiant object much larger than a star. It was an assortment of flashing colors, changing from blue, green, red and orange in a rapid succession. Suddenly, a smaller object, almost like a glowing orb, was ejected from the UFO. This smaller object headed straight for Jafari's jet, prompting him to attempt evasive maneuvers. Just as he prepared to engage the object in combat, Jafari experienced the same equipment malfunctions as the first jet. His controls locked up, leaving him a sitting duck in the face of the oncoming object. But just as a collision seemed imminent, the smaller object reversed course, rejoining the larger UFO. Jafari's equipment then mysteriously came back online. He watched in disbelief as the UFO and its companion shot upwards into the night sky, disappearing from sight and radar. Once back on the ground, Jafari reported his encounter, noting that the UFO had left a distinct turbulence in its wake. The Iranian military, along with a US intelligence team, investigated the incident. Despite their efforts, they were unable to determine the origins or purpose of the UFO. The case was closed, declared unexplained, and faded into the annals of UFO lore. Despite the military involvement, the incident remains shrouded in mystery. As time passes, the 1976 Iran UFO incident continues to fuel debates and speculation, a testament to our enduring fascination with the unknown. 10 years later, a commercial flight over Alaska had a chilling encounter with not one but 3 UFOs. The year was 1986, and Captain Kenju Terauchi was flying Japan Airlines Flight 1628 from Paris to Tokyo. As they cruised over Alaska, something extraordinary happened. Out of the darkness, 2 unidentified objects appeared beside the aircraft. They were described as walnut-shaped, emitting lights that were too bright for the naked eye. For the next 50 minutes, these objects danced around the airplane, at times disappearing and reappearing with an agility that defied the known laws of physics. The pilots watched in disbelief, but the spectacle wasn't over yet. Suddenly, a third, much larger object appeared. It was described as a mothership, dwarfing their Boeing 747. The colossal unidentified craft was estimated to be twice the size of an aircraft carrier. It was a sight that would have taken anyone's breath away. But for Captain Terauchi and his crew, it was a terrifying experience. The pilots reported the incident to the Anchorage Air Traffic Control, which confirmed an unidentified blip on their radar. However, the FAA, after an investigation, concluded that the radar blip was an anomaly and could have been the result of a simultaneous reflection of the plane and the radar. Despite the FAA's dismissal, Captain Terauchi stood by his story. He described the objects in great detail, remarking on their size, their unusual movements, the intense lights. His descriptions were so precise, so vivid, that they couldn't be easily dismissed as a mere mistake or hallucination. The incident caught the attention of the press, and Captain Terauchi was hailed as a credible witness due to his flying experience and reputation. However, the sighting had severe consequences for him. Japan Airlines grounded him for talking to the press, putting a premature end to his flying career. This incident remains one of the most documented UFO sightings to date. Despite the FAA's dismissal and the consequences faced by Captain Terauchi, the encounter over Alaska in 1986 continues to intrigue UFO enthusiasts and skeptics alike, a mystery that's yet to be solved. In 1990, 2 Belgian Air Force F-16s had a high-speed chase with a UFO. This wasn't your average cat-and-mouse chase in the sky. This was an encounter that defied the laws of physics as we know them. One chilly night in March, 2 F-16 pilots were scrambled from Bovchain Air Base following a report of an unknown object in the sky. As they ascended, their radar systems locked onto a target, something that was moving at extraordinary speeds. The object zigzagged through the sky with such agility and velocity that it seemed to defy the very laws of aerodynamics. It was an aerial ballet of the unexplained, a performance of high-speed maneuvers that left the seasoned pilots in awe. The pilots reported that the UFO accelerated from an initial speed of around 770 kilometers per hour to over 990 kilometers per hour in a matter of seconds. To the pilots' astonishment, the object then executed a sharp high-speed vertical climb, reaching altitudes far beyond the capabilities of their F-16S. This wasn't merely a visual encounter. The F-16SE radar systems corroborated the pilots' accounts, capturing the UFO's extraordinary maneuverability and speed. The radar tapes showed the object bouncing around the sky at astonishing velocities, performing maneuvers that seemed to defy gravity. It was as if the UFO was playing an elusive game, always staying one step ahead of the pursuing F-16S. The encounter left the pilots, the military, and the public puzzled. The object's extraordinary speed and maneuverability were unlike anything they had ever seen or heard of. It was an enigma that challenged their understanding of flight and physics. The Belgian wave resulted in numerous sightings, but this encounter stands out for its military involvement and radar corroboration. This high-speed chase wasn't just a fleeting moment of wonder, it was a tangible, recorded interaction that added another layer to the mystery of UFO encounters, a phenomenon that continues to captivate and confound us to this day. In 2006, a UFO sighting at one of the world's busiest airports caught multiple pilots' attention. It was an ordinary November day at Chicago's O'Hare International Airport when something extraordinary occurred. Experienced pilots and airport staff alike reported seeing a hovering metallic object in the sky. The object, they said, was not like anything they had seen before. It was oval in shape, and it hung motionless over Gate C-17, defying the laws of physics. The object was silent, yet its presence was palpable, causing a wave of unease to ripple through those who saw it. These seasoned professionals described the object as metallic and reflective, almost as if it were polished to a mirror-like finish. It hovered there, in the bright afternoon sky, for approximately 5 minutes before it shot upwards, leaving a clear blue hole in the cloud cover. The speed at which it moved was unlike any known aircraft. But here's where the story takes an unexpected turn. Despite the numerous eyewitness accounts from pilots and ground crew, the Federal Aviation Administration, or the FAA, dismissed the sighting as a mere weather phenomenon. This explanation was met with disbelief by those who had seen the object. How could a weather phenomenon hover in place, then shoot up into the sky at an impossible speed? And how could it leave a hole in the cloud cover? Many challenged the FAA's dismissal, but the administration remained steadfast in their explanation, offering no further investigation into the incident. This lack of curiosity from the FAA only fueled speculation and discussion among the aviation community and UFO enthusiasts alike. The sighting remains unexplained, adding to the growing list of pilot encounters with UFOs. Despite the FAA's dismissal, this incident stands as a testament to the countless unexplained sightings by pilots worldwide. It's a sobering reminder that even in our technologically advanced age, there are still mysteries in our skies that we are yet to understand. In recent years, encounters between military pilots and UFOs have continued, with two notable incidents involving US Navy pilots. The first, in 2004, involved the USS Nimitz off the coast of Southern California. Pilots reported a 40-foot-long white oblong object, which they described as a tic-tac, hovering above the water. The object demonstrated extraordinary capabilities, darting away at incredible speeds and altitudes far beyond the capabilities of human technology. In a similar incident in 2015, pilots from the USS Theodore Roosevelt, off the east coast of the United States, reported numerous encounters with UFOs during training missions. The pilots described the objects as small, fast, and highly agile, capable of making sudden stops and instantaneous changes in direction. But what sets these incidents apart is the release of video evidence. The videos captured by advanced targeting pods on the pilot's aircraft show the objects moving in ways that seem to defy the laws of physics. The footage has been analyzed by multiple experts who have yet to provide a conventional explanation for the object's behavior. And then, in a surprising turn of events, the US government has acknowledged these encounters. In 2020, the Department of Defense officially released the videos, confirming they are genuine and that the objects remain unidentified. This is a significant step. For years, such encounters were dismissed or explained away. But now, the government is taking these sightings seriously, funding research into unidentified aerial phenomena and even establishing a task force to investigate these encounters. These developments bring a new level of credibility to the pilots' reports. These are trained observers flying some of the most advanced aircraft in the world. They know what they saw, and what they saw they can't explain. These encounters, now acknowledged by the US government, have reignited public interest in UFOs. The question remains, what are these objects? Are they foreign technology, natural phenomena, or something else entirely? The answers may be out there waiting to be discovered. These chilling pilot encounters raise many questions, but one stands out above the rest. In the vast expanse of the sky, seasoned pilots have reported encounters that challenge our understanding of the world. From the 1947 Kenneth Arnold sighting to the 2015 USS Theodore Roosevelt incident, the recurring themes and chilling aspects of these encounters cannot be ignored. There's a common thread that weaves through these stories. Experienced pilots with years of flight under their belts, witnessing unidentified flying objects performing maneuvers that defy our current understanding of physics. Objects that can accelerate from standstill to hypersonic speeds in a blink, or hover motionlessly against the wind only to disappear in an instant. These aren't just lights in the sky, but tangible physical objects that have been tracked on radar and even seen up close. These sightings have been reported in different parts of the world, across different decades, yet they share striking similarities. This consistency adds another layer of mystery to these encounters. Are these mere coincidences, or could there be a more profound explanation? The implications of these sightings are far-reaching. They challenge not only our scientific knowledge, but also our philosophical and existential beliefs. If these encounters are indeed evidence of extraterrestrial visitors, what does that mean for us as a species? Are we ready to accept the possibility of life beyond our planet? The search for answers continues. Scientists worldwide are striving to unlock the secrets of the universe, using advanced technology to probe the depths of space. And while we may not have definitive answers yet, these pilot encounters serve as a stark reminder that there is still much we don't know about our universe. Perhaps we are not alone. Maybe these encounters are the first tentative steps towards a broader understanding of our place in the cosmos. Or perhaps they are simply unexplained phenomena that will one day be understood through the lens of science. Regardless of the truth, these encounters remind us of the vastness of the universe and the mysteries it holds. They invite us to question, to explore, and to seek answers. They challenge us to expand our horizons and to contemplate the possibilities that lie beyond our planet. Are we truly alone in the universe, or are these encounters evidence of extraterrestrial visitors? Ponder that the next time you gaze up at the sky. If you found this video intriguing, please give us a thumbs up. Join our family and subscribe to our channel by clicking the tree below this video, then hit subscribe. Thank you for watching.